Game on.
Hi everybody, welcome to Negan Reviews. I've been watching Glen's retro show long enough to know that his show is not very good, so I figure I'm going to make my own episode. So I saw on Amazon they had one of these Neo Geo minis that were going for $100 not too long ago for 30 bucks with free shipping with Amazon Prime. So I figure I'll get one myself and I'll take a look at it. So, let's get right into the review. But you know, I better like it. I still spent 30 bucks on this. So, looking at the box, well, it's a box. Who cares? I know Glen gets crazy about that sort of stuff, but it's a stupid box. Who cares? So let's get into it and see what we got in here. Oh, look at that. They show you a bunch of games that are included on this little Neo Geo Mini. Now this is the international version. I don't really know what that means. I'm not a smart guy. But it does say it's a Sync SNK 40th Anniversary Edition. Okay. Sounds good. I like Neo Geo back in the day. So let's see what we got. Oh, got a box. Who cares? Okay, we got, oh look at this. We got a nice big thick manual, and let's see what we got in here. Oh, okay. 6 pages are English, so the rest of this book is for those other languages. Alright, just basic information like you would think you'd get in a manual. Like you're stupid, don't know how to hook it up. They're trying to call me stupid. It's got a power button. It's got a power cord. It doesn't come with a power brick though. That seems to be pretty common these days. But fortunately, I raided a couple houses and I got a power brick for USB, so I'm okay with that. And it does look like it could support some external controllers. Now I don't have that yet, but if this is nice, maybe I'll go get them. It also can hook up to an external television, but they don't include the cable. Well, I guess for 30 bucks I can't really complain, but when this sold for $100, they should have included the cable. Well, that's so much for this. It's a stupid manual. I don't really care about it. Let's see what else we got. Oh, look at that. Okay, it's in a plastic bag. Glen will probably keep the plastic bag, but Negan don't care about no plastic bags. Now, I gotta say, this thing does look pretty nice. It's got a nice big screen. It's got a joystick port on one side. It's got a joystick port on the other side. I like that, having the controls on the side for the 2 players. The screen looks big. There's no decal up there though, that's kind of weird. They got 4 buttons. In the real Neo Geo had 4 buttons, so that's okay. You got start and select. Now the big thing with Neo Geo was everything was clicky. Clicky buttons and a really clicky joystick.
It came out around the time the CD system, and I think that's what it was targeted at, but obviously it works on the AS and it'll work on an MVS as well. And as you can hear there, straight away, it's micro switched on the stick, really nice, clicky.
I'm sure that it messed that up here. What? They just threw in a regular analog joystick. The Neo Geos, every time you moved, you had a click. They were great. Why would they do that? Oh, alright, I'm not happy already. I mean, it feels okay, but when you play Neo Geo, you want to hear those clicks. All the home consoles they made in the arcades, they had micro switch controllers, including the joystick. I mean, everything feels okay, but that's already disappointing as it is. Now, in the back over here, we got our power button with SNK right on it. We have a mini HDMI out. I don't know why they couldn't put a full-size one. People have HDMI cables all over the place. Now you got to get a special cable. And it looks like there's a headphone jack. That's kind of nice. And they used a USB-C power connector. Now we think with something like that, they give you a power pack, but there's still more in the box to see what we got in there. And on the bottom itself, just get some information, nothing really big. It's got some nice rubber feet on there, so we're going to put this down over here. Let's see what else is in this box. Okay, there's a white box. Let's see what this thing is. I don't care about that. Let's see what's in here. Okay, they include the power cable, and it's a Type A USB on one side and a Type C on the other side with a nice Neo Geo logo in it. That's a nice touch, but there's no power supply, so we're going to have to supply our own power for this. What else we got in here? Box. Don't really care about it. It looks like we got some decals. So I guess they let you put some decals on here yourself. You know, I'm not 5. You could put the decals on yourself. Don't really care about that right now. So what we're going to have to do now is I got some power over here. And I'm going to plug this thing in and turn it on. Stupid USB-A cables. There we go. Got it in there. Alright, so we're going to turn this thing around. And we got to plug it into the back right over here. Like that. Okay. So, I'm going to turn it on and see what magic happens. I mean, Neo Geo was pretty nice back in the day. If you wanted to buy one, the system alone was like $600 or $700. And each game was $200 to $300 a piece. But what's nice about the Neo Geo is, once you played in the arcade, you had in the home. Or you could just steal the arcade back in the day. I never did that, of course. But let's turn this thing on and see how it works. There's a power switch on the back over here. There we go. Well, that's kind of nice. There's a blue ring that turned on when I turn this on around the joystick. That was kind of nice. And it had a nice Neo Geo logo. Now, what I do like already, there's no stupid background music going on. I hate when they got these things in. They play some corny, stupid music in the background. I'd rather have nothing like this. Now, the screen is really, really crisp. I like that. We'll get some close-shots in a minute. Don't worry, I'll get it for you. Okay, it's a little dingy sound when you select your games. And the joystick does feel okay. It's just not the experience. You're making a Neo Geo Mini. You're going to want all those clickies. And you know what? They've made Neo Geo Pockets before. And those had clickies.
It's not an analog thumbstick. It does make little clicking noises, much like the controllers for the Neo Geo CD.
So why didn't it do that here? It's a little disappointing, but I will say, it does feel okay moving it around. So we got a lot of good games in here. We got Metal Slug, King of Monsters. Now, one thing I will say is here, when you select the game, it just jumps. This is Neo Geo. Scaling effects, all these cool effects. You could have the scale nice to each game. But again, I only paid $30, but I paid $100. I probably would have been disappointed about that. Magician Lord, one of the earlier titles. That one I remember playing. Blues Journey, Shock Troopers Second Squad, Robo Army. They got a lot of good games in here. Mutant Nation, 3 Count Bound, the King of Fighters. Now, I know a lot of people like the fighting games. I guess they're alright. I'm not huge into the fighting games, mostly because I got Lucille. So, I do the real thing. I don't need to play something like on this. So, we got a lot of King of Fighters on here. Art of Fighting is on here. Fatal Fury Special. Real Bout. Samurai Showdown. Okay, so you got a lot of... you got to expect a lot of fighting games. I mean, Neo Geo didn't start out that way. But when Street Fighter took off, Mortal Kombat took off, Neo Geo went balls on fighting games. So, if you like fighting games and Neo Geo fighting games, I think you'll be okay in here with the games that are on here. Ninja Masters, Golf. Now, they had a bowling game. Man, I used to love playing the bowling game, but so far I don't see it on here. Blazing Star, that was a good game. Last Resort, Ghost Pilots, Puzzled, and of course you got a Metal Slug, and they got Metal Slug on here. So, it's a shame. I don't see the bowling game, and that's a shame. I really like that bowling game. But you know what? I'm going to play a game over here, and I'm just going to see how it goes. So I'm going to turn this to myself right now, if you don't mind. And I'm going to pick a game and just kind of see how it is. Now, They have a start button and a select button on here. But let me find the game I want to play. I'll start from Magician Lord. That was a good game. So, Neo Geo's, when you launched it, had a little sound effect. It was kind of nice. And let's see how this thing starts up here. So I think I press A. That's what I'm going to do. Now, that's not how I remember the sound. That sounded a lot more tinny. But maybe I'm wrong. This came out in the 90s. It went down to 2020s. But on this screen right here, this thing looks great. It's very, very clear. So I'm going to press, I think I pressed these two buttons together to get a menu. I did. So I press start and select at the same time. I got a menu here where I can exit, save, load. So I guess you have save states. And that's kind of cool. Their brightness, I'll leave that alone. And volume. I'm actually going to turn the volume up a little bit. Now it's on full volume. And let's give this a try. We're going to press A for OK. And that's it. Come on. Boom. Alright. So I'm going to try a game here. So I'm going to press start. And it tells you how to play, which Neo Geo always did that. I liked how they did that. Now I'm going to start the game. Come on, you gotta wait. I hate waiting. I want to start playing. There we go. Well, I'll say the sounds okay. The speakers are small. It looks like there's two of them, so it looks like it's stereo. So I'll say for the small speakers that are in here, they sound okay. And again, I'm gonna pay $30 for this shit. Let's try some Blazing Star. Let's just get the game going on already. This is a good game. I like this game. The joystick feels pretty good, I gotta say. I'm pretty happy. $30 for this? That's right, I beat it. Let's see what else we got on here. Metal Slug X. Polo, heh.
Mission 1, start.
Again, the joystick feels pretty good. I was disappointed at first, but it's working out pretty good. And the buttons also feel pretty good. Okay, I got hooked up to a TV. I did have a mini HDMI to HDMI cable, and I'm plugged in here to a 42-inch TV I borrowed from a neighbor. I'm sure he won't mind. So let's see how it looks. I mean, when you connect the HDMI cable, the only thing that appears on your Neo Geo Mini is the Neo Geo Mini logo. And all the visuals are on your TV. But you know what? The menu looks really good. It's very, very crisp. I'm going to play this game. I've never played Ghost Pilots before, so I'm going to start this one up here. Wow. The sound sounds correct now. So maybe it was just the speakers, but when that logo played on the Mini, it sounded way too tinny. That sounded right. I noticed that people complained about how it's scaled on a TV set, but it doesn't look bad to me at all. Again, I'm no expert. I just want to play the games. And this looks pretty good. So I'm going to start this up here. We have A and B buttons. All right. Oh yeah, I want the bombs. So far again, I think the screen looks really good. I don't know what people are complaining about. Oh, like that explosion. Well, the sound, as I figured, is much better on the TV set. Just gotta pause that first. Can I pause this game? I can. I'm gonna turn the volume up a little bit more so you can hear it better. But to me, the sound sounds so much better on the TV set than the built-in one. That's to be expected. There's probably tiny, tiny speakers in here. But there's been a lot of people complaining, saying they didn't like how it looked on your TV. And I think this looks fine. Again, if you can find this on Amazon for under 50 bucks, I mean, I got this for 30 shipped. But I think even for 50 bucks, this would be okay. The only negative, again, if you want to call it a negative, would have been the non-clicky joystick. But again, the joystick does feel good, so I think this was a good buy. And another good buy, because I died. I'm going to try another game on here. Here's our same menu. Oh, look, you can have screen. Let's see what's on here. This wasn't here before when you had your internal screen. Let's see what's over here. Okay, it looks like you do different scaling options, but I'm not going to try the other ones. I like this one the way it is. So I'm going to go back. Image quality optimization. I'm going to leave that off too, because I think everything looks good. So I'm going to go back. Try a different game. Alright, I got to find a different game to play I didn't play before. We got the Metal Slugs. Robo Army. I don't know. Cross Swords. Alright, I know I'm not a fighting guy, but I'm going to play a fighting game just to see how I do. Let's just try one. Make Lucille jealous. Yeah, that sounds so much better than the built-in speaker. I'm going to start the game here. Wow, there's a lot of people to pick here. I'll pick him. Again, I think the screen looks fine.
Lady, go!
What a cheap shot.
Okay. Ready, go!
That's the way it goes. Messing with Negan.
Understand? Round 3. Ready, go!
Lucky shot. Wimp.
Ready, go! Ready, go!
Negan rules. Nice.
Toasty!
So what's my final thoughts on this little Neo Geo Mini here? Well, it's really not bad, especially if you can find it for 30 bucks on Amazon. That's a deal. And the amount of games you get in here. There are some shortcomings though, but they're really not horrible after playing it. I mean, Neo Geo, as I said a few times already, had clicky buttons and joystick. And this is not a clicky button at all. It's an analog joystick. But it's really not bad. I mean, in playing the games, it feels good. It's just not what I remember. And when you make these minis, you kind of want to bring yourself back to those days when you're playing it. But again, not bad. I do like the blue ring on here that glows around it. That's kind of nice. And all the buttons were really responsive. The built-in screen looks great. I'm probably going to do another video in the future when I get the 2 joysticks and I'm able to plug this into external display. Now, I might have a monitor's cable around one of these houses in the neighborhood. Maybe I'll borrow one and we'll try and get in this video before I post it. But I do like this little guy. Again, for 30 bucks, I think it's a great deal. If I paid 100 bucks, probably not, because I'm not that big into the fighting games. Again, me and Lucille, we like doing that for real. But if you do like Neo Geo, it's a nice little system here. I think they did a pretty nice job. If they ever come out with another one, I still would like to see the original clicky joystick and buttons in there. But other than that, I think it looks out pretty good. So I'm going to give this one 4 Lucille's out of 5 out of how much I like this one. So I want to thank you for watching. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends. And no matter what you do tomorrow, make sure you get a bat and beat some... make sure you have fun playing your games, kids.
Glen at the Tiny Arcade fan page. Remember, don't admire people too much. They'll disappoint you.
Sit, Blue Blue, sit. Good dog.